Hey guys, welcome back to Trilogy. Today we're talking about a really special watch, something which may be perhaps the best watch of all time. And that watch is the Patek Philippe Anniversary 5976/1G. The 5976 was released back in 2016 to commemorate 40 years of production of the Patek Nautilus line, first released in 1976. We all knew Patek were going to release something special to commemorate the anniversary, but nobody knew quite what. But there was a massive buzz in the watch world with what they're going to do, and Patek did not disappoint. What we got back in autumn of 2016 was the 5711 1P, which is the same size as a standard Nautilus case at 40.5mm. But it has the baguette diamonds as the hour markers, and it also has the commemorative date stamp in the centre of the dial, 1976, 40, 2016, obviously outlining the anniversary. As well as that, they released, which is my personal favourite of the two, the 5976/1G. This is made in white gold, has a larger case than the traditional 5980, which is sort of based on. This is actually 44mm in diameter. The dial alone is enough to captivate the minds of connoisseurs of Patek Philippe, as it is the first to feature a commemoration date on the classic ribbed sunburst. It has long been a complaint of many avid watch collectors that the Nautilus is just too small for most, and it just doesn't fit right on the wrist, especially in comparison to the others from the Holy Trinity, the AP Royal Oak and the Vacheron Constantin Overseas. These watches are sort of bigger and thicker than most Nautilus, but Patek have really addressed that in a way only Patek could do, with just absolute class. The way they've made a larger watch, but it is big, I'll admit, but it's not too big. It fits on the wrist perfectly, and it's not garish and ugly. It's a perfect. As a 44mm, you'd sort of maybe think that, but the way Patek have done it is absolutely beautiful, and it sits so well. The 5976 is made in full white gold, so which obviously being a 44mm case and full white gold bracelet, makes it a heavy watch. You definitely know it's on your wrist, but not too heavy that it's uncomfortable. It's a good size and a good weight. So, as I mentioned, these are the two anniversary pieces, the 5711 in platinum and the 5976/1G in white gold. They're both limited pieces. The 5711 was limited to just 600, and this is limited to 1300. Although this is limited to more pieces, they're both just as rare and just as hard to find. Personally, I prefer this one. I like the size of it, and I think it's really cool to have a Nautilus of this size. It's not something we've seen before. A nice commemorative thing for this anniversary piece is they all come with a lovely certificate from Patek Philippe, actually signed by Philippe Stern and Thierry Stern, the honorary president and president of Patek, outlining what the watch is, the limited edition of 1300 pieces, and just telling a bit about the history of the Nautilus. I think this is a really nice touch and something which really shows you what a special piece you have purchased. Also, in addition to this, being an anniversary piece, comes with this corked box, which I know it doesn't look like much, but pays homage to the original box that came with the original Nautilus back when it was first released in 1976. People who don't know about this may think a watch of this caliber and of this expense only coming with a cork box, but really it's all about the history of the watch and how special this piece is. I think it was a really nice touch what they've done here. Although the case is a lot wider at 44mm, it shares the same movement as the 5980 it's based on, which is the CH28-520C. It's a great movement which features a flyback chrono complication and date complication, and the flyback chrono is housed on the larger subdial at the bottom, like the 5980, which is a more sleek design in comparison to traditional chronographs. So in using the same movement as the 5980, the watch isn't too thick, so being larger, it exudes class and subtlety in this white gold stunning finished 5976. The 5980 is truly one of the best watches ever made for so many reasons. Let's talk a bit about the price. When this watch was first released, it retailed for about £70,000. In order to be considered to purchase the anniversary pieces, either this one or the 5711 aforementioned, you would have to apply to Patek Philippe, and your application would be personally reviewed by Thierry Stern, who would look at your history with the brand and then personally decide if you are worthy to even have the option to purchase such a piece. I mean, how special is that? You have to apply just to spend your money with these people on such a piece. That is pretty cool. This watch is now sold. The client I sold it to turned it down in 2016 at 70 grand, and I sold it to him last week for 250 grand. He's left a deposit, we'll be collecting it soon. Let's just think about that for a second, what I just said with regards to the price. These two, back in 2016, would have cost 140,000. But today, in 2020, they're £500,000 for these two watches. Back in 2016, you could have bought this two-bedroom flat that we're showing up on the screen for 140k. Now, today, in 2021, these two watches at £500,000 would buy you this lovely five-bedroom house in Stockton-on-Tees for cash outright. This watch is a piece to be appreciated for its history and what it is. It's a watch unlike any other. I'm looking forward to 2026 for the 50th anniversary. I'm sort of hoping they do this in a rose gold, that would be even better. But anyway, let's talk about investing in these watches for a second. So as I mentioned, back in 2016, 70 grand. Today, 250 grand. That represents a 180 grand increase in just 5 years, or 257% return on investment. That works out to a 51.4% year-on-year return on investment. Yeah, let's just look at that in terms of investment. That same flat that we spoke about in 2016, there's no way on earth it will go up 2.5 times in just 5 years. Like, property is seen as a stable and secure investment that goes up over time, which it is, absolutely. But you ain't gonna see 2.5 times in 5 years return on that. Whereas on this, you have seen, and it is still going. I believe in years to come, this will be well over £500,000. So my client who's bought this today is gonna be in a very good position going forward. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. A new asset class has been born in the world of watches and watch trading and watch investing. This watch is the best of the best, both in terms of how great it is as a horological marvel, as well as the future capital appreciation you will see from this piece. I don't think the growth in this watch will slow anytime soon. I think if you have the spare capital available and you're looking to get something, this is definitely something to invest in for the future, and you definitely won't regret it. I think this is one of the best watches ever made, and I think it showcases Patek's brilliance. It is a very fitting way to honour the Nautilus's anniversary. The only thing that could be better than one of these anniversary 5976s is two. Thanks for tuning in to another video at Trilogy. Let me know what you think about the 5976 in the comments below. As I mentioned, this one's sold, but I could easily source another one for you if you wanted that, or any other watch indeed. My contact details are in the description below. So if you like this video, please smash that like button. Don't forget to like and share, and thank you very much for watching.